What's up, investors? It's July 23rd. It's a Saturday. I didn't make a video yesterday, but making up for it today. I'm going to do an account update real quick. And then I want to talk about, mental state and the markets overview. I made some predictions yesterday. They were half right, half wrong. I don't know. This is why I'm not a technician. You know what I mean? Okay, going to go into the account. And then I'm going to do... Oops. Oh, there you go. I'm going to do a comparison. I'll show you all my positions first, see how the day went, and then I want to do a little comparison to the S&P 500 because, always measure yourself against the S&P 500. What else are you going to measure yourself against? In fact, I watched this, I don't know if it was Adam Cecil or something else on the investment podcast network, this interview where he basically talked about how his investment strategy is the most boring, quote unquote, broccoli eating. That's the host. That's what he said. It kind of feels like eating broccoli. Advice, which is to stick with S&P 500 and just to keep compounding over very long periods of time. And that's basically the best and way to get rich. And he said that on top of that, there are multiple investors that he knew firsthand that could beat the S&P 500 in a few years in a row or multiple years in a row, but he did not invest with them for simplicity's sake. And I actually kind of have a little bit of beef with that argument. I don't know if I'm going to unfold it here today, but it was very interesting to say that. What I want to get out of the conversation though is that the S&P 500 is the major foe. Like that's your major opponent, not foe. If you can't beat the S&P 500, you should just hang it up. Hang it up, buy the fund, let it compound over a long period of time, and that's it. Not all these value funds and everything like that, growth fund, no. Just S&P 500. And nowadays, I guess the NASDAQ is doing pretty well too. So maybe put like half in NASDAQ, half in S&P 500 or something, and just let it ride forever. Automatically invest dividends, keep putting money in whenever you can, and that's it. So anyways, back to the account, measuring myself against the S&P 500, see if I've been wasting my life here. So 193, almost $1,000 down 5K, which is kind of weird because I didn't have 198K on Thursday. So I don't know where that number came from, but we're going to trust Robinhood for now. The rest of the figures look fine. But you can see I topped out, I guess it counts pre-market. I don't know. But anyways, I topped out at 197.093 according to this chart. So let's call it 197. And then today I'm down 55. So the math doesn't really check out. So 197 minus 193 is 4,000, not 5,500. So there must have been some kind of closing spike here that's not really reflected on this week chart. Anyways, Robinhood, thumbs up. I'm sure you're doing great. Okay. So anyways, positions. Option positions first. So a lot of the options expired today. So you see that, a lot, maybe like 3. You see some of the fresh options. If you really want to know all the positions, you can pause the video at any moment to try to figure out the exact position. So these are my equities here. 1830 shares of Apple, I think comprising over 50% of the account so far already. It's crazy. Royalty income was the only one that had a positive day out of my account here. Goldman Sachs dropped down 1%, but it finished over 310, which means that I automatically sold 100 shares of Goldman Sachs, but for some reason it is not reflected here yet. So, but I did get it under the messages. There we go. Goldman Sachs, you were assigned on your GS call option. You were debited 100 shares of GS. You were credited the amount of $31,000. So, I got rid of 100 shares, which means the accountant's a lot healthier now. No real commentary on the rest of the stocks. Everything's kind of normal. Paramount dropped down to 25.33. So I may sell some puts against it if it drops down to the 24 level maybe. The investing tab looks like this. I'm only 24.38 times 2, 48.76. 48.76% levered right now, so reducing leverage. I kind of want to get this down to 0 if the bull run keeps going, but it seems by this Friday that it's nearing an intermediate end. So the bear side is going to resume again. We got some earnings out of, some numbers out of Snap and all these other companies. Google, I guess, didn't do too well. That signals a resumption of the tech kind of like bearish market. So it's going to be another leg down on the tech sector. In fact, after I show you these positions, this is my account by total returns. This is my account by equity. You can pause the video if you want a better picture of that. I'm going to go into the stock market map, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see better. And you'll see that I made some predictions yesterday that didn't really pan out that well. I said that the market's going to soften up and it's going to, have a red day. But I thought that considering the volume, the financials are going to lead the way down. Actually, financials were mildly down. What led the way down is big tech. So it was, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, Verizon, the whole communications sector. In fact, one sec. All right. Now you can see that it's communication services. In fact, went down, T-Mobile, Meta was down like 8%, struggling. In fact, thinking about Meta, like I went on Instagram and Instagram was full of just confused garbage. I mean, I was just trying to see what my friends are up to because that's what Instagram used to be. That's what I used it for. And then I'm seeing things like suggested posts, like Instagram reels into my friend list. Like, it's chaotic. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I think I might stop using Instagram altogether. I didn't use it that often to begin with, but it's absolute madness in there. Like, it's showing me like sports clips, like people in India, like, petting elephants or something, then like some car videos and tires running across the road, like some weird, Asian models that are thinner than toothpicks. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? It's just flooded. It's just flooded with stuff. Like, I don't understand, fitness stuff. Like, okay, fine, I may be interested in some of this stuff, but I don't get why it's showing up in my friends. I just want to see what my friends are up to. I don't want to like look up, the latest football kick by Ronaldo or something, and some Messi clip from 2002. I don't get it. I don't even watch soccer, like, or I mean, I like the sport. I like basketball too, but why am I getting clips of like LeBron dunking and stuff? Like, I just want to see what my friends are doing. It's just garbage. It just seems like that's the reason why I uninstalled TikTok. I downloaded TikTok to check it out, and after like browsing for maybe 2 hours, I figured out that this is just absolutely brain deadening. I don't care about any of this stuff. It's horrific. So I decided to, delete the app because I didn't want to use it. And now Instagram is turning into the same shit. Excuse my French. It's crazy. All right. So anyway, back to the market. So I have no idea. I hope their metaverse thing works out for Meta. This company's such an eye roll. So I hope it works out for them. Really do. So if it gets cheap enough, I may like sell some put options or something and try to make a quick trade. But I'm not liking the company. Like, I stopped using Facebook a long time ago because for weird reasons. Again, it's just, so I don't want to use any social media right now. I'm just completely turned off. Instagram was the only thing that I liked to use before because I just get to quickly see what my friends are up to. Maybe I share something with them of what's going on in my life, and that's it. It's over, right? You just spend 15 minutes there, but they don't want that, right? They want to keep you there forever, so they're just doing all kinds of weird, crack snorting stuff in order to try to keep you on the platform. I didn't even mind the whole like shopping experience. Okay, I didn't mind that. You browse, you see a product you like. Maybe there's some kind of shop or a link to something on Instagram where you can buy it. That's fine. What was wrong with that? Why do we gotta turn it into like crack baby, addictive clip flipping TikTok style app that's meshed with your friends and being all confused? Like, is it a post? It's not even a square anymore, right? You don't know the right dimensions of what you're scrolling through. It used to be nice and uniform with the squares, but now he's got like, things that are skinny, like noodle size videos, and I'm just completely confused and baffled. Like, I thought the whole point of the reels was so you don't have to mix those two things together. But now I got reels in my main feed, right? It's not just the little circles up top. It's insane. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. Sorry about the rant, but I just got really upset. Well, I mean, not that upset, obviously, but like turned off. Didn't get upset at all. I'm not upset, okay? All right. Google, down 6%. Meta taking it on the chin. It's crazy. The whole communication sector, including the Chinese ones, I guess. DoorDash. Why is it in the communications? Okay, whatever. Delivery service. Okay, so, pretty weird day. The only thing that was up today was utilities. I guess people are going a little defensive. They're expecting growth to be, tapered off. Now, I think a lot of the bearishness is still in play in the markets. I don't think the market's bottomed out. I may be in agreement here with most people. I think people have similar thoughts, but I just can't see it. I think there's still a lot of negatives out there, and I think people are going to like hold a little bit on putting money into the market for now. I can see some people canceling like automatic investments and things like that for the time being, which is going to weigh negatively on the price action of the market. I don't know what big fund managers are doing. I know some of them are looking for deals already, but given the rally we got in recent weeks, this is going to be increasingly hard, and I think that it's going to slow down. And once interest wanes, what happens to the market price? All it takes is one or two big sellers, and that thing's going down. So there might be another leg down. In fact, I'm not betting on it because I just don't do that. I wait. I guess I'm somewhat betting on it by reducing margin quite a bit. I've halved my margin, but not because I necessarily. Well, I do want to relax the margin a little bit. It's way too high, but it's partly because I don't want to be that levered going into a possible downturn. And if it is an upturn, that's fine. I'm fully invested. It's not like I have cash sitting on the sideline. In fact, quite the contrary, right? Let's go to the account here. Look at this, right? I'm levered. I've borrowed basically $62,000. So I'm not sitting on cash. That's far from it. Okay, I'm levered 50%. So anyway, I would benefit greatly from a bull scenario. I would lose from a bear scenario, but it might give me a chance to like go really hard on some leverage. Okay, so a little negative market sentiment here. Other things that were down is oil and gas. I don't actually know what gas is right now. What's the quote on gas? Let's take a look at it. Let's go to well, how about we Google it? I've never looked up oil price on Google. This is the first, and of course it doesn't give me what I need. Oh, okay. How about this? 95 WTI. Well, that's not bad. It's come up from a pretty big peak here. Oh, this peak was crazy, huh? But you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. The Russia's still in war, so blackmailing people apparently. I know that some of the reserves were released, so we'll see. there was a guy talking about how the oil reserves being released, or some of it, into the market doesn't really actually help, because the refinery, there's a choke point. So the extra oil just increases the margins on the refinery. So I don't know if any of this is helping, but the reality is the price of oil is going down, whether due to speculation or whether due to actual supply demand dynamics. So no one's sure. If it's due to speculation, that thing's going to reverse and oil is going to spike real hard. So hopefully it's not due to speculation, but actual supply and demand. All right, guys, this has been fun. Sorry about the rant about Meta. I'm not a hater, so, but I'm out, right? At least of their products. The company, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna end right there. Hopefully, I'll make another video. I might make some company videos over the weekend here, so stay tuned. Peace out.